today on Cutler's Court.
What if he doesn't change his ways? People get to a certain age and they just decide, you know what, I want to be a homebody. Is that going to be a problem for you going forward?
My wife is very clingy. Sometimes it's hard for my wife to understand no.
I'm sensing there is a lack of interest on his part to do anything.
I am mentally, emotionally, and physically drained.
We'll find out today if this marriage can be saved. This is Cutler's Court. Venus Covington wants to see the world, but her husband won't get off the couch. She says it's time to get up and go, or she'll get up and be gone for good. Henton Covington does not like to travel, which his wife knew when she married him and is now giving him a hard time. He loves his wife, but wants her to accept that the only way he will travel is in the car.
Your Honor, today we have case 1049, Covington versus Covington.
Thank you, sir. Miss Covington, this is the question of go or no go. Your spouse doesn't want to travel and you're trying to find out how can we make a difference. Tell me about what's going on in your world.
Hello, Your Honors. I'm here today because my husband of almost 6 years refuses to travel. I've been married before. I'm trying to make things work, but his stipulations on traveling is an issue for me. I've known him, I love him. I'm in love with him. I've known him for 20 years. I met him in church. We started courting about almost 8 years, and we've been married almost 6 years.
Okay.
Our honeymoon, we went down to the beach on the honeymoon. He doesn't want to travel, so we went there. Wanted to go to Bora Bora or Hawaii the honeymoon night. It was boring. Then on top of that,
so instead of Bora Bora, it was just boring.
It was boring because we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything at all. We missed our daughter's wedding in Mississippi because he does not want to travel. He doesn't want to get on a plane because he said what goes up must come down. He won't go on a cruise because he said there's too much water for him to drink. He doesn't want to go anywhere, Your Honors, but to Myrtle Beach, which we got married in Myrtle Beach. And we go to the same resort. The people know us by name.
All right.
So,
Mr. Cutler, please
Mr.
talk to
Covington.
Mr. Covington.
Your Honor, I'm here today because I'm trying to make my wife understand that I just don't really like to travel. And
Really?
also-
I didn't get that at all. I thought you...
And also, Your Honor, my wife is very clingy, and
Is that a
I just-
problem? Is that a
is that
thing?
wrong?
Is
No,
that
it's
wrong?
not. It's not a problem, Your Honors. It's just that sometimes I need her to understand. It's not that I don't love my wife. I just need my time to myself sometimes.
And some
You
space.
need a little space.
Yeah, I just need a little space. You
Okay.
know?
You'll give us an example of how she's clinging.
Okay, for instance, we can be in the bedroom watching TV, and I might just decide, she might get a phone call. I might decide to get up and just go in the front room to give her space to talk. I'll probably be in there 15 minutes to myself, and my cell phone rings. I looks at the cell phone, it's my wife. She's just in the next room. What are you doing? When are you coming back in? And it's nothing wrong with it. It's good to be loved like that.
Amen.
But I still need the space.
Ms. Covington, do you do that?
I do, and the reason being, Your Honor, is because my husband does not spend. I like to
Oh,
be
my
romantic.
Okay.
Okay, I like to cuddle. Okay, I like to do candlelight dinners. I did a candlelight dinner for him for his birthday. Did the steak, did the lobster, the baked potato, salad, dessert, the little sparkling cider, champagne glasses. Got him some nice little, briefs. He comes home from work. The briefs don't fit to his liking. He sits down and eats, and then he's disgusted because you could see on his face. Why? Because he doesn't have no chicken. He eats so much chicken till I'm surprised that he's not clucking.
Oh, okay, Mr. Covington, she did
Chicken.
all that. I mean, the way she laid it out, I mean, you couldn't ask for any more, and you still weren't happy. You
What
still
it
weren't
was,
satisfied?
Your Honor, I was working 7 days.
Why?
10 hours a day. That's what my job was working.
Okay.
When I got home, I didn't know she was gonna do all this. I was tired. I really was worn out.
Okay.
And she couldn't understand that because sometimes it's hard for my wife to understand no. or, you know, that I'm tired.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Was
Yes.
this a surprise dinner for him?
It was a
Yes, it
surprise
was, Your
dinner
Honor.
for him, and the foot rub and all that. He don't want the pedicure. He don't want the foot rub. He don't want the back massage. He just wants to come home and watch TV, the movies.
Wait a minute, come home, eat some chicken, and watch some TV.
Yes, long as he has some chicken and a TV with movies, he's good. He don't want to do anything at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the deal with you and this chicken? Is this a real thing?
Yeah, I like chicken.
Okay, is it chicken period or fried chicken especially?
Any kind you can put it.
However you can put a chicken together, you
Fried,
pour it.
dyed, laid to the side, whatever. I love chicken.
And is that to the exclusion of all other proteins?
No, I like chicken. I like steak, but I like chicken. I could eat chicken every day of the week.
So you say you can eat chicken every day of the week.
Yes, sir.
Can you eat it on the road when you travel to a destination?
Yes, sir, as long as I can drive.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't like flying. You're afraid
don't
of
like
flying.
flying.
Okay. What about on the cruise? You said you don't want to go on a cruise. Too much water.
Too much water. I can't swim, your honest. If I explain to you, I know it makes me sound bad.
It
but,
does.
But I want to explain to you. I have a fear of drowning. I never learned how to swim. And when I was in my 20s, I got, it was a guy doing the rescue that does the rescue. He tried to teach me how to swim in the swimming pool.
Okay.
I was fine long as we was in the 3 feet. When we kept moving on up and I couldn't feel my feet no more, I panicked and almost drowned him, and he's a professional swimmer.
So fear of flying, understand that. A lot of people have that. A fear of cruises, I understand that. A lot of people have it. What I heard from Ms. Covington, though, is even driving, it's like pulling teeth to get you to go on a trip. Is that my understanding?
Yes, sir. He will complain, he'll fuss that he's driving. And then another thing, wherever we go, he likes to drive because this TV right here,
Oh, my goodness.
everywhere we go,
She got my TV
he
on
brings
there.
the TV.
She
The
got my TV.
and the big old fan that's still in the hotel room that goes all night because he doesn't want to hear the noise.
Mr. Covington, is this for real?
I take my TV with me because when I get to the rooms, a lot of times I can't hook up my Roku or my Fire Stick to those TV. So I always have my TV with me just in case.
Coming up,
What advice can you offer them?
Behavior makes sense in context. If I looked at your story, I'm sure I would be able to say, yeah, it makes sense why you'd be afraid of that. I would too if I had experienced what you had. Right now, though, the problem is it's creating some disconnect between you and your wife.
Wanted to go to Bora Bora or Hawaii the honeymoon night. It was boring. On
So
top
instead of
that,
Bora Bora, it was just boring.
it was boring because we didn't do anything.
Yes, there's a travel, yes, there's a TV and all that, but I'm sensing there is like just a lack of interest on his part to do anything. I mean, he
Yes,
just,
it
I'm gonna
is.
be home.
It
I'm gonna be
is.
home, I'm gonna watch
It
TV,
is.
that's all I wanna
It
do.
is.
And you're like, look, we trying to live life, we trying to do things, we trying to,
Your Honor, I am 68 years old.
Amen.
And I used to travel. Before him, I used to travel. I went a lot of places. I'm married and I want my husband to experience some of the things and I want us to do it together,
Yeah.
okay? I don't want to just be sitting watching the movies on TV. I do this at home. I am mentally, emotionally, and physically drained. I work Monday through Friday. I talk to about 75 people to 100 people per day. Every single day calling in customer service, okay? Then I do the different things at church. I got a certification for life coach last year, so I have my life coach. And then I have a real talk session that I do for young ladies 18 and up, because I'm trying to give back in the community. Some of the women that have been raped, molested, going through something, abuse, I try to give back because I know what it's like to be like, to go through that.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate my husband. It took me having a bad one to know that I have a good one. But he's gonna have to do something with the traveling. I wanna spend the quality time with no phone, just me and my husband, just having a good time, relaxing. He uses the excuse because I had a procedure on my knee and they damaged the nerve. So now I'm limping until hopefully it'll get back together. But he uses the excuse that, well, you can't walk or get around like you used to. They have scooters. okay? And then you take your time walking. I even said to him, get me a dog. I wanted a dog because when I first met him, I did have a dog, a poodle, and he talked so bad about the poodle because the nails would be done and the little bandana. He talked so bad. Let me tell you what he did.
That's a poodle. I mean,
It's
that's
a poodle. That's what
he
you
told
do
me
with
he
a
was
poodle.
buying me a dog.
Oh,
That's what he bought.
Well-
He said this was my dog, that I didn't have to walk it and I didn't have to feed it. And that's the dog that he got. I didn't even want, and this dog is a husky.
No.
I said I wanted a teacup, a poodle,
well, it's a
or a
teacup.
chihuahua.
It's a
It
teacup.
fits, but this
ain't
is
a-
a husky.
But Your Honor,
So, Mr. Covington, do you like dogs?
I used to.
Okay.
Dogs are a big responsibility. This is what I tell my wife. Like to ask for stuff that later on going to become my job.
When she had the poodle, did you have to feed or walk it?
No. That wasn't my responsibility. On it.
Okay, so why you think she gonna put that on you now?
He just
I know,
assumes.
I
He
know.
assumed.
So what I like to do is to call in our expert who is a licensed family and marriage therapist, Mr. Kyle Sussenbach, who can shed some light on you all's situation and give us some insight as well. So Tashi, would you show our expert in, please? Mr. Sussenbach, how are you today?
Doing well, how are you?
Doing good. Good to see you.
Yeah, you as well.
For the benefit of our litigants, would you share briefly your credentials?
I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I've been doing therapy for about 8 years, and I specialize in marriage work, but then I also do a lot of work in trauma and anxiety. I work with OCD, a little bit of phobia stuff. So,
What advice can you offer them?
have you ever done therapy?
No, I haven't.
Would you be open to it?
I probably would.
Okay. So, I mean, phobias are very curable. With a good therapist, you could do 6 sessions of that and probably be done with it. And so I think the big thing for me is I want you to understand, like, there's no shame in that. Behavior makes sense in context. If I looked at your story, I'm sure I would be able to say, yeah, it makes sense why you'd be afraid of that. I would too if I had experienced what you had. Right now, though, the problem is it's creating some disconnect between you and your wife, right? You want to be able to love your wife well, and she's saying, hey, I want to travel, and that's causing you all sorts of distress, right? And so I think the thing for me is you're not responsible for your trauma, but you are responsible for healing it. And I think I'm not asking you to hop in a plane today, but I think being willing to say, even just to give your wife some hope and say, hey, I want to show you that I'm wanting to honor your requests and your wishes. Just a big step, I think, could go to say, I'm willing to do some therapy to work on this to get free from, this phobia that's kind of controlling me.
So a fear of flying, for example, is not unusual, but it is curable, treatable.
Absolutely.
You can work with it.
Very curable. I mean, much more so even than like a general anxiety or depression. Phobias are very, very treatable.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that insight with us.
Absolutely.
We will talk to the Covingtons and see how they want to address it.
All right. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up,
They took a compatibility test. Have you looked at the results?
Let's see. So, you and I have talked about love languages before. She wants to be near him. She wants to be up under him.
Well,
She
you know
wants to-
what? If he got her dog, some of that could get transferred away. So I think he's making a mistake not getting her a little puppy.
He said this was my dog, that I didn't have to walk it and I didn't have to feed it. And that's the dog that he got. I didn't even want, and this dog is a husky. I said I wanted a teacup, a poodle.
What if he doesn't change his ways? What if he's just, people get to a certain age and they just decide, you know what, I'm not a travel person. I want to be a homebody. Is that going to be a
She gonna
problem
love
for
me.
you going forward?
She gonna love me.
I really do love my husband. I love him. And me personally, I would say that I would have to, I wouldn't turn my back on him because of that. I wouldn't do that because I love him that much. So he has to know that I love him that much that I wouldn't do that, But I would still be pushing. You're gonna see
You're
some
not gonna
pouts.
stop.
I'm not gonna stop. Yeah.
And Mr. Covington, are you willing to move just a little bit to where she kind of wants you to be?
Yes, sir, I am.
So you are willing?
Yeah, I'm willing.
All right, so that's a
I'm
good
willing.
start.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm willing.
All right, so let Judge Dana and me talk about this, deliberate, and we will let you know what we come up with. So,
Okay.
Tashi, would you show our litigants out, please?
You okay?
They are really cute. I know that they took a compatibility test, Have you looked at the results?
Let's see. All right, her results show that she appreciates acts of service as her love language.
Yes.
So, you and I have talked about love languages before.
What's my love language? Test.
We're talking about the Covingtons right now.
I see you back. I see you moonwalking back out of that.
Well, I'm looking at her love language profile. I mean, quality time, acts of service, the physical touch, words of affection. She likes that. And it came out in what she talked about. She wants to be near him. She wants to be up under him.
Well, you know what? If he got her dog, some of that could get transferred away. So I think he's making a mistake not getting her a little puppy. Cause she get a little lap dog. She give him a little space because she's got somebody to give that to.
And when you look at the numbers, they're not like really, really far apart.
No.
So that's why I think there's room for them to kind of move toward each other.
And I think, you know what? If he would weekly say, I'm willing to go to dinner and try something new or go
once a
wherever.
week.
Once a week.
Okay.
And then once a month, they go and they make a short trip. And then annually, a really big trip. Then it gives her something to look forward to, gives her something to plan for, but he's not being hounded. And she needs to give him at least a couple trips to Myrtle Beach, because he loves it.
He likes Myrtle Beach? This is doable. We can do this.
Yeah. We can do it, and they can do it, more importantly.
Well, let's bring our litigants back in.
Y'all are so cute to me. I can't stand it. And I know y'all are church people. I read it in your court papers, and I see it in your demeanor. And what I would say to you is, if you've ever stood outside of a church with columns, and the columns holding up the temple, they're not right here. They're just a little space between them, because separated a little bit gives them the strength to hold up that building.
Absolutely.
Some of the clinginess, some of this is probably not healthy.
Okay.
So you need to have a little space. However, I'm gonna give you the clue to get you some space. Get her that dog. All this love she needs something. Get her a little Yorkie that she can just put in her pocket and keep it with her all the time. That's gonna give you some space. The fact that the first dog you had, she didn't have you taking care of it, she's gonna be all right.
Yes.
Here's how you all can work together and get to that middle ground that we talked about. So let's say once a week, you agree to go out to dinner somewhere. And then maybe once a month, you all plan a short trip. Okay. And then once a year, maybe figure out, okay, maybe we can do a short 3-day cruise.
Yes, yes.
And the last bit of compromise, take this man back to Myrtle Beach. He likes Myrtle Beach.
Okay, I could do that.
You can do that?
I could do that.
Is that something you can live with, Mr. Covington?
I can live with it.
And then go get this therapy so you can get over that phobia. I'm not gonna put you up in the air, but if you get there, I'm all for it. But at least be willing to get on that boat, especially since you want, and I'm telling you, the only thing you're gonna be mad about on a cruise is the fact that they told you gotta go home.
Yeah.
You need to do it. You two would love it. So those are our recommendations. We're ordering you to get the therapy, to come up with a feasible plan where everybody can have a smile on your face, because y'all are as cute as buttons. I'm telling you, I love it.
Good luck to both of you, and this case is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna try to do my best to get my wife on that cruise.
I encourage him, and I think therapy would help him a great deal to get over his phobias.
We're gonna think hard about getting this dog, and then we'll go from there.
And I'm gonna really stop being so clingy, give him a little bit of space, and take him down to Myrtle Beach again.